Hi, my name's Yasmin and I'm the DM.
Hi, my name is Samantha. I play Elora Greyvale and she is a sorceress from the province of Nephalia.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I play Ogvar Shawfort, the goat-herding, mushroom-seeking ranger from Kessig.
Hi, I'm Rick, and I play Otto, a spring sage from Hanweir sworn to the land, wandering the plain and setting wrongs to right with his ursine companion, Bojo.
Conjuring up a sphere, Elora had swept up a spider, and as she viciously slammed it into the roof, it was dispatched in a shower of glistening gore. And in an equally magical manoeuvre, Ogvar had managed to extract himself from some life-leeching webs that he had found himself wound up in. Reaching the next level of the mine, access through a locked gate was gained, and what our party discovered beyond was a passageway and some pools of blood. This alone told tales of ill omen, but both the shamblers and the slime creeping just around the corner were to once again waylay their progress, and quashed any notion of a quiet transit on their way to locating the whereabouts of the now believed abducted astronomer Hans Reinhardt. Episode 184, In the Slimelight.
Roll initiative, please.
Here it comes. The first nat one of the night, I'm sure of it. But not quite.
Here's my new dice tray. 17, please.
17 for Ogvar. I'm trying to remember your characters' names now.
Yes.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
And that's a 9 plus an 8 for 17 for Elora.
Okie
Throw the
dokie.
decks off.
And a 9 plus a 3 for Otto for 12.
Okay, so who's got the higher dex modifier between Ogvar and Elora, please?
I think it's
Or whoever
Laura.
wants to get first. I don't mind.
Elora has +4.
Ogvar has +3.
There you go.
Okay,
There it
so
is.
our turn order is going to be... nope, I've messed it up right way. Elora, then Ogvar, then Otto, and then monsters.
Whoa. I'm not last in the order, guys.
Okay, so give me 1 second to roll some die, and we're going with... Why can't I see it? It's like they got to one book and then they suddenly decided that they were going to change how they were laying out everything.
Yeah.
Incredibly irritating.
They have done that from time to time, yeah.
And it also doesn't tell you what you roll, it just says hit die, number of hit die. It doesn't help me.
Oh, is this an older book you're referring to?
No. Well, not relative to 3.5, it's not. It just doesn't
Okay.
have, it just has 6 hit die. So, God knows. Okay, so, at the top of the round, Elora, you are stood, so I think you were one by one down the corridor, weren't you? So we had Elora at the front, Ogvar behind, and Otto pulling up the rear.
And everything else with him, because he's a 40-foot long snake right now.
3.
Yes, there's also that, which I forgot about.
He's how long?
Giant constrictor snake, I think, is referred to as about 40-foot long. We'd have to double check it. But
40
yeah.
foot? Blimey, is his tail sticking back out into the previous cavern next to Cave, is it?
Well, maybe. If it helps, they don't actually take up 40-foot space. They just take up a large space,
Yeah.
Right.
I think.
Okay. So you have, Elora, you have kind of entered this room, but it is indeed about chili pepper shape. If you think of the Nando's logo, it is that exact kind of chili pepper shape. And you're working with a space that's roughly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 foot wide and maybe, 25 foot long and about 15 foot wide at the max, so it's not a massive space, really.
Okay.
And you have indeed walked in and seen this sight. Two humanoid-looking figures dressed in very simple villager garb. No weapons that you can see shambling around, almost aimlessly. And do they notice you is the question. So they are going to roll a wisdom with a 7. So no. They do not notice you as you emerge into this scene. What are you doing?
Well, I think she would take in the form of the two. Well, I mean, she's looking at them. Is it obvious that these are like undead shamblers to her?
Yeah, I mean, they look... So, they don't look rotting or decomposing, I will say. They do look kind of mostly intact. They have the grey pallor of death about them. There is some blood about their bodies. They are dressed in some very simple beige trousers and a kind of like an off-white looking dirty kind of smock tunic thing. But they don't look like, you know, they're not falling apart at the seams, you know, you don't have like flesh sloughing off, you know. They just wander around aimlessly and they look very grey and very dead. They've got that kind of pallor about them. And you can see kind of these little threads of green underneath their skin occasionally peeking through from under a collar or a sleeve and disappearing again.
Right. And this green, is it just like an amorphous? Is it a blob or is it on the floor? Is it sort of? What size is it? Is it kind of tall or is it just flat or like a pool or?
It's just like a blob, really. It's not really a distinct shape. It does appear to move. It's quite large. You'd say if you had to relate this to a size in D&D, you would say it is a large creature. But it just appears, it shifts and it wibbles and it wobbles, but it doesn't seem to have a particular form.
Okay. But she can see this thing. Is it entering the bodies of these?
Nope.
Shamblers?
No, it's these shamblers are shambling around, and this blob-like creature is just blobbing away in its own corner.
Right. Okay. So Elora is running through in her mind what looks like the dangerous thing at the moment, and I guess her first thought is to go for the things that are moving. I suppose logically she wouldn't have come across something green and blobby necessarily like that before. She doesn't recognise it, so I think the first thing she will do is she will attempt to cast. She's going to pull out the wand of hold person, and the first thing she's going to do is attempt to cast from the wand hold person on the nearest shambler, the nearest undead thing.
Okay, what are the rules of hold person?
Okay, so target one humanoid creature. Duration is 1 round per level. For this particular wand, it would be 3 rounds. Hang on, I've lost the thing. The subject becomes paralysed and freezes in place. It's aware and breathes normally, but cannot take any actions, even speech. Each round on its turn, the subject may attempt a new saving throw to end the effect. It is a full round action that does not provoke attacks of opportunity. And the range is 130 feet. It's a DC 17 will save.
Okay. You are casting the spell then, yeah?
Correct. She's going to wave this wand and have a go at whole person on the nearest shambler.
Okay. You wave your wand. You feel the spell, the energy gather up the wand's shaft, and release as you wave it.
Swish and flick
at the nearest creature that you can see. You feel the spell release, but nothing seems to happen.
Oh. I think initially she would look at the wand and shake it a few times, as if to say, "What's wrong with this thing?" In fact, I think she would probably say, "God, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with it? Why won't you work?"
Compose yourself, Rick.
And I think that was all she'd do, because I think she was expecting it to do something. Then it just didn't.
Okay. Right. Ogvar.
But it's expended one use,
Yes.
yeah? Okay.
Ogvar, you have witnessed Laura pull a wand, wave it around, and then start to wave it like a broken glow stick.
Nice. Looking at that, maybe I should try a bit more of a direct approach. Let's have a go at this. And Ogvar will sort of step forward into the room a little bit, because it was behind Laura, I think. So yeah, he sort of step round,
Yep.
get into the room a bit, and try and, at the same one Laura's just cast a spell at him, shoot an arrow at it, please.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Okay. To hit. Okay, 19 plus a 15 for a 23?
Yeah, that'll
Lots.
hit, yeah.
Okay. Are they by any chance human or undead?
They are.
Good. So that gives me a bit more damage.
That's why you said that.
Favoured enemies. 9, 14. What did I say? 14, 16. 20 points of piercing damage, please.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Describe it for me, please.
Oh.
Oh.
I haven't done this for a while.
Okay.
Because it's a slow-moving target, Ogvar just like aims not so much for the head, just for the knee, and just sort of goes through the knee out the other side, and just like the bottom half of its leg pops off. It sort of collapses to the floor.
He used to be an adventurer, but he took an arrow to the knee.
I used to be a shambler.
Somebody stole your sweet roll.
Shameless.
I don't know, I've got a load of stagberry tarts. Does that count?
Okay, you shoot it through the knee. It doesn't pop the leg off. Clearly, this flesh has still got enough to kind of bind itself together that it's not just going to pop the leg off like a really bad cartoon. But you do shoot it through the knee, and you see as it's gone to bend its knee's now kind of wedged on an arrow, and it trips over and smacks its head on the floor and proceeds to stop moving. As it lies there still, no longer shambling.
Ogvar just looks at Laura and raises his eyebrows.
I think she would briefly raise her eyebrows back.
Which one?
The bushy one.
The bushy
Well,
one.
one's more bushy than the other. Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, please.
Okay. Otto, you are a 40-foot long snake.
Yep. And apparently that means huge. I don't have much in the way of reach in this form though, so given the others haven't moved and that there is probably nowhere for me to go, I am just going to stay put for the moment and maybe sort of nudge Elora forward a little bit. And
Okay.
that will be all I'll do.
Awesome.
It seems like you guys are capable of taking care of this without me, it's fine.
Great.
Have fun.
Awesome.
Okay. Excellent. Sweet.
Is that the humming of deliberating which one to kill first?
Possibly. Okay. The green jiggling pile in the corner begins to rise upwards,
Oh, that's not good.
and you see inside it is a multitude of detritus. What looks to be scraps of cloth, slowly dissolving, bones, body parts, guts in all of their gory mess, almost tied into knots inside of it as green goo kind of pulses through them. As it rises up, a thin green skin coating an approximation of a human skeleton formed from the remains contained within. And you can see it doesn't have defined legs as such. It is still a big glob of sludge. As incredibly quickly it moves forwards into the centre of the room. And when I say centre of the room, I mean it is within range as it kind of slides up. And you can hear the sound of its sludge trailing over the stone as it kind of essentially pulls up into your grill. And I would like both Ogvar and Elora to make me a will saving throw, please.
A will saving throw.
Yes, please.
Oh,
As in, will you, won't you?
awesome. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's a 17 plus an 8 for a 25 for Elora.
Okay, you are safe, Laura.
I rolled
God.
an 8 with a +4 for a 12.
Ogvar, you are not safe.
I didn't think so.
You are not safe at all.
Bye.
As
Shucks.
I need a spell here. Hang on.
Spell?
Oh.
A spell. As Ogvar, the sight of this creature, as it comes closer to you, you see a skull, empty eye sockets with ooze flowing through, almost backlit and glowing green, bones almost kind of stuck together without any, it's an approximation of a skeleton, because where you would expect a ulnar to be, you see a femur. It is taken almost parts and almost constructed a very haphazard looking skeleton which is coated in this green goo. And you are now, for 1 round, subject to the effect of the spell Fear. If cornered, a panic creature begins cowering. And yeah, doesn't tell me what it does.
What now?
Well, it tells you what a spell does, but doesn't tell you what it does because it's a condition.
3.5 by Google.
I think you have to move as far away.
It doesn't say
Oh,
that
no,
in the
that's the
spell.
that's the frightened condition.
Yeah,
No,
it's the
that's
spell
different.
Fear.
1 sec. Become shaken for 1 round, or if they're cornered, they become cowering.
It says shaken if you succeed on the will save.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at 3.5, and it's saying differently here. You become panicked unless you succeed. If you succeed, you're shaken. My apologies. So panicked. A panicked creature must drop anything it holds and flee at top speed from the source of its fear, as well as any other dangers it encounters, along a random path. It can't take any other actions. In addition, takes a -2 penalty to all saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. If they're cornered, they begin to cower. An apparent creature can use special abilities, including spells, to flee. The creature must use such means if they are the only way to escape.
There we go. So, Ogvar, you are
This is-
panicked for one round.
This is where he runs away and he goes squelch, squelch as he runs over the top of Otto in his snake form. There's probably going to be boot prints all the way down about 40 foot of snake.
Squelch! Squelch is as bad as clapping!
Oh, no, we're not revisiting that one, are we?
Well, whenever possible, yeah.
We are not revisiting that. So, Ogvar, you drop everything you are holding. And
A magic
your
bow.
next round will be spent running away.
Okay.
As you are affected by this spell. Okay, so that's what it does. It pulls out. It uses that, and as you watch, Elora, it is going to attack you, as you are in front of it, with a slam attack, with a 17 to hit you.
Hang on. Just need to check something. No, sorry, it doesn't hit.
Okay.
Sorry, because I have mage armor greater.
Okay, it doesn't hit you. A large tendril, kind of an arm, I can't say the word. An arm kind of sprouts out from its body, coated in goo, as it slams down towards you, and you're able to kind of duck out of the way as it does so. But you all also spot that as it does this, small tendrils from the base of its body, essentially, creep out towards the felled zombie on the floor and begin to infiltrate its system as the zombie stands back up.
Oh, great. Rises again. Awesome. Oh, no.
Indeed.
Right,
And that
okay.
is the end of its turn. So back top of the round, Elora.
Okay. With all this having gone on, she's going to look around briefly, wondering where the hell Ogvar's just gone.
No,
Look
I mean,
at his bow on the floor.
Ogvar's still there.
Oh, he's still
He's
there.
got
Sorry, he
to run
hasn't
on
run
his
away
next
yet.
round. He's affected by it for a round. It's not his turn. So on his turn, he will have to run.
Okay, fine. So she doesn't necessarily look at him, but she's going to look ahead, and obviously she's going to have worked out by now that this zombie has stood back up and this thing has infiltrated it, and then clearly the green thing is the bigger issue here. She is going to use a lightning bolt. She's going to cast lightning bolts. So she's going to reach her hand out and she's going to shout, Ignis! And she is going to maximise that spell
Okay.
on her once a day, on her meta magic. So that is a reflex save for half of 17. It's a DC 17.
Okay, reflex save for half. Okay. Hang on. Keep on missing the bloody dice tray for some reason. Okay, with a 19 plus 3, it is going to pass.
Okay. Okay, so that would be half damage, but it's still 10d6 electric. She's a level 11, so, but I don't know why it's not 11d6.
Because 10d6 max is...
1d. Ah, it's 10d6 maximum, yeah. Okay, so it'll be 10d6, so I'll just roll 5 to start with, and I'll do 2 lots of 5 because I haven't got that many dice. So that's 6, 13, 14, 15. Oh, 15 and 11 is 26. 26, 28, 34. 39 points of damage halved. So that's 15, 16, 17, that's 19 points of damage. Is
Okay.
that correct?
Nice, 19 points of damage. Okay.
Yeah. And that's... She's going to... How far away from it is it? Because it's come up for a slam attack, but what's its reach? Is it right up?
It's right
In
up in
front
your
of her?
grill. It is right in front of you.
Right, she's going to take the chance and she is going to retreat by... how much space has she got behind her?
Not a lot, because there will be a snake in your boot.
You'll have to walk past me.
Right, well, I'll go back. She'll go back as far as she can, and if she stands on the snake in the process, so be it. She's focused on this thing in front of her. If she does stand on the snake, it'll just be, oh, sorry, Otto.
Okay.
Gotta go.
So you are retreating backwards out of its reach, yes?
Yes.
Provoking an attack of opportunity,
Yeah, she's up there.
which is a
Yeah.
20 to hit.
Oh,
Feck. Yeah, that hits. Just.
It does,
AC is 20.
Okay, so it's going to roll 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 3 points of acid damage.
Okay, so 11, 3, 14 points of damage total then.
As it lashes around you, smacking into you with surprising force, and any exposed skin that it touches begins to prickle and burn and redden, as clearly there is some sort of effect on you.
Ow! 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 That's all you're going to get from Alora is she's like slapping her own skin where it's been in contact with her.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yep. And she's still backpedaling as far as she can, yeah.
Ogvar,
Yeah.
you're up.
So all I can do is run away. Yes?
Yep, you drop whatever you're holding in your hands and you leg it.
Yeah, so my very posh bow goes on the floor and go... Skeleton shouldn't do that, and he just buggers off.
bye.
You bundle back down the corridor.
Wow.
You kind of push past Alora, who's kind of dancing over the snake. You run past the snake
See ya.
over
Wouldn't
the
want to
snake.
be ya.
And you retreat your full movement, which is 30 foot, if I'm correct.
I should be.
Okay.
I haven't
And that will
3.5
put
in a long
you-
time. No, it's 40 foot my speed, because I have things.
It gets worse as well.
Have things.
So you have
You
a
have-
choice. Oh, sorry, go on, Rick.
Yeah, it gets worse because you have to flee at your top speed, which would be double that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 80 foot. So you have a choice, Ogvar, and I'm going to let you make this choice. I'm not going to roll for it and be mean. You get to the end of the corridor. You can either go left or right.
I would probably be going back towards the way Kaif is, which would be left.
Left, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You run to the left. You come back down to the iron gate, which I believe was Kaif locked behind you as per your instructions. And you kind of come face to face with Kaif, who looks rather panicked at your sudden and very quick appearance. As you almost kind of slam into the bars.
Yeah, which I imagine they're locked, so I'm sort of like giving them a good rattle, going, "There's a bloody great green blob in there."
What, like a booger?
Well, yes, but much scarier. With
We just got to pick
bits
and
in it.
flick, pick and flick.
Oh. Am I scared
going
until I do a
mining,
saving
yeah.
throw, or do I come back to myself after this?
You will come back after your turn ends. You will come back to yourself.
Okay, so like Kaif is sort of
But at the
calming me down, I'm
moment-
imagining, be like, oh yeah. Pick and flick.
Okay.
Awesome.
So next up, we have Otto.
Huh.
What are you doing,
So-
Otto?
Everyone seems to be running away. Otto's not going to. Otto is
Otto.
probably going. Would you say this thing is 10 feet away from me or 5 feet away from me?
I'd say it's probably 10 foot away from you because you were further down the corridor.
Oh, that's perfect. I'm going to charge.
Oh,
Okay.
It's clear space. Got to move at least 10 feet. You can move up to W speed directly towards an opponent, but obviously I don't need to move further than 10 feet. And then after moving, I can make a single melee attack, which will be a bite. But I get +2 to the unclass and -2 to my AC until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
God, he absolutely loves
Let's
eating acid.
go for it.
Nom nom nom.
Slurp, 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 slurp.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't got a straw. let's have a look and see what we do here. This is a bite that is going to be coming in at plus 13.
Jesus.
That is 11 on the dice. That is 24.
Ooh,
Will hit,
nice.
yes.
Okay, so we're looking at a total. That's a 3 on the dice plus 9 is 12 damage.
12 points of damage. Okay.
Plus. There's always a plus. I'm going to go for an improved grab. So a
Okay.
grab. So on a hit, I can essentially go for a grapple action without having to worry about the attack of opportunity. So
Okie dokie.
we need to do a opposed grapple, which as a snake I feel fairly good at. Let's see what happens.
1 second.
Yeah, that's
Opposed grapple check.
fairly good. If this thing beats this number, then we're in trouble, guys.
Okay. Grapple. Grapple. So that is a 25.
I got a 40. 18 on the dice plus 22, 40.
All together.
So,
There's now a flock of owls in
Should we
here.
start
Hold
a
the
Mexican
3, 2,
wave?
1. Ooh, yeah.
Whatever Mexican is.
So
Okay, yes, so you start grappling it.
as a result of grappling it, I'm going to unload with Constrict, which deals damage every time I do a successful grapple against a large or smaller creature, which is, where's my D10? There it is. Nope, D8. Oh, worth a try. That is a further 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Nice. Okay.
Excellent.
And then I promise that's it.
Yeah, you start constricting around it, and you start, your coiled muscular body starts pulling tight around these bones, and you start to hear some of them crack and break as you almost kind of ball up around it, and you start to see kind of big bubbles of ooze almost kind of popping out of the slight gaps as you crush its internal skeleton that it's created, basically. Is that the end of your turn?
It is, yeah.
Okay, lovely. So at the start of your turn, can you please make me a will save, please?
At the start of my turn or at the end of my turn?
At the start of its turn.
Okay. Wish me luck, folks. You wouldn't want to see a snake run away while holding on to this thing. It could be awkward. It's like a cat panicking when it's got its head stuck in a bag. Will.
Can't say I've tried it.
Okay, 15 on the dice plus 11 for 26.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, you're good. Yeah. So you don't suffer this effect. Okay. As it does that, you've got it grappled. It is going to attempt to hit you. You've got a -2 to your AC, correct?
I do, yes.
Okay, so it is going to a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit. 1 second, just checking something here. Yeah, no problem at all. Take the damage.
Okay, 9 points of bludgeoning and 2 points of acid damage, please.
Oh, that's unfriendly.
No, it's not.
Sure, yeah,
Not
taking it.
particularly. As it smashes into you, and then we will also have, because I didn't bring them in last round, which was my mistake. The 2 zombies which are shambling around, their eyes light up with a green light, very much the same shade as this ooze, as they both come in to attack you, Otto.
Yep.
They are going to roll to hit with a for a 15 and a 7, which I don't think either of them will hit.
They would just about miss, yeah.
Yeah. So both of them come in for slam attacks, very clumsy. Their limbs obviously long, limbs long dead and having been affected by rigor mortis.
Sorry,
as
yes.
they both.
That
miss
15
you.
was that? Did that 15 actually hits?
Oh,
Just,
okay.
Just saw it. Yeah, I thought it was 16. I
So-
was misreading it. That is 15.
Okay, so one of them is probably a little stiffer than the other. It's just been recently resurrected. The other one does hit you,
Yep.
and it is going to do a d6. 6 points of bludgeoning damage, plus 1 for 7
Ow.
points of bludgeoning damage. And then it is also going to do another 2 points of acid damage. As you
feeling
begin
that.
to feel, you begin to feel some of your scales start to sting and almost blacken with corrosion. And that is into this turn. So top of the round, Elora, you have run partway up the corridor.
Yes, I'm going to turn to face it. I've still got line of sight, haven't I?
Yes, it is now.
Because I haven't turned a corner.
Yeah, but it is now entwined with Otto, so you're firing into combat.
Oh, God. What do I take? If I fired into combat, what penalty would I take for that?
You would take for firing into combat. It's a good question. I don't know the answer.
Is it a -2 or
Hold on, I
something?
can tell you.
I think there's a percentile hit chance as well.
Oh,
Interesting.
Free actions, forward actions, move actions. Cast a spell. Constitution attacks which you cast on defensive touch while in combat.
Okay, there's a -4 penalty for firing into.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even sure that's legit actually. Pulling this from an odd place.
I've got precise shot as a feat, which says it negates the -4. So that
Oh.
does
Yeah,
back that up,
so it
Rich.
must be a -4. That sounds right. to be
Yeah,
honest.
shooting or throwing into combat. Yeah, we'll go with that. So it will be a -4 to hit.
I don't think she would want to take the risk of shooting into combat. I think what she would do is prepare a sound lance. She would prepare the spell Sound Lance that will go off at the creature. Hang on, there's 2 shamblers as well still shambling around, isn't there?
They are, but they are also engaged in melee with Otto.
All of them?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Yep, he's
Okay,
literally grappling the ooze. You can
Okay.
see basically a ball of snake with some big bubbles of like green snot, like jelly, kind of seeping out the gaps. And then you have 2 zombies which are currently trying to batter Otto with slam attacks.
Right, now I'll tell you what she will do. She will prepare a sound lance for the moment Otto disengages or is disengaged from melee combat, because she's not prepared to fire into combat in case she hits him.
Okay.
So that's what she will do. And she would just be shouting, Ogvar! Ogvar, where did you go? Ogvar! And as her free action, can she just pick up Ogvar's bow for him?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, cool. She, as she's retreated past that, she's picked that up.
Okay.
And that's all she wrote.
Ogvar, you're currently having a very interesting conversation with Kate about boogers.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, God.
So Ogvar will like shake himself and go, "Oh, sorry, Keith, I must leave you here, but I've got a giant bogey to attack." And we'll turn around and I think what he would do is, can he move his usual 40 foot and still sort of see what's going on, or has he got to get right into the room 80 foot?
No, so there was
gotta
a
come round the
kink
corner,
in the
isn't he?
corridor.
Yeah.
It's a kinky corridor.
Basically, what I want to know is, can I move some distance and get something out of my bag at the same time?
Yeah. You'd be able to do that.
Okay, and
I'd say if you want to move 40 foot, that's going to take you to just at the kind of the curve of the corridor going into this room. You're not going to be able to see round it, but you will be at the point where it turns.
okay, yeah. Well, if I can do that, please. And then
Yep.
at that time, when I'm walking and generally sort of giving myself a bit of a talking to for being scared of a big green blob, I will pull out my bag the bow ring, and
Yep.
put that on my finger and activate that so I have a bow ready.
Excellent. Yes, you are absolutely able to do that. Perfect. Okay. And Otto, you are
Well-
currently wrapped around a booger, apparently.
Well, as everyone knows, the best thing to do with one of those is rip them out. So I am going to go a step further. Grappling's not enough. We're going to go pin this thing.
Okay.
So this replaces an attack, and this is another opposed grapple check.
Okie dokie, right. So if it, unless it rolls a 20, it's not getting this. Well,
I rolled slightly lower.
okay.
Got a 16
Okay.
plus 22 for 38.
Yeah. No. Okay. It rolled a 16 plus 12 for 30. No, 20. 28. I can do maths, I promise.
Okay. I'll believe you. So, if an enemy's been pinned, I'm hoping that is successful, they are immobile for 1 round. That means they take -4 AC against opponents other than me.
Yep.
It is potentially unable to speak. On its turn, it can try escape the pin by making another opposed grapple check instead of an attack. It can use escape artist if it has it, and if it does escape the pin, it's still grappled, but it's just a step better than being pinned. But I do get the nice bit of fun of being able to constrict again, which would be 18 points of damage this time.
18 points of damage. Nice.
And then I do have a second attack, so I suppose I may as well make use of it. Almost silly not to, really, isn't it?
Be rude not
Yeah,
to.
absolutely. So we're going to just bite it again.
Fair enough.
Nom nom. That is a 24 in total.
24 in total. That will hit, yes.
For another 4 plus 9. Yeah, for 13 points of damage.
Okay. Perfect. Nice. It's not looking good. As you've pressed it down further into the ground, you can hear more splintering of bones, more of the kind of rotting meat inside its gelatinous form is almost starting to push out of the ooze itself, exposing the rotting entrails to the air, which is quite smelly. As essentially you're starting to kind of turn it not quite inside out, but you're definitely pulling what's inside of it out. As it is its turn. On its turn, you can make me a will save, please, Ogvar. And Elora, sorry, not Ogvar, sorry, Otto, apologies. And Elora, where were you? Did you move backwards or did you...
I'd move backwards by the maximum that I could, according to the amount I could move backwards, because you said there wasn't that much room behind me. So I'm not quite sure how much of the room was behind me. If it's a 25-foot room, it depends on where I was positioned at the time. I'm not quite sure where the blob was.
Okay, no, that's fine.
So I would have been, basically,
Yeah.
I'd have probably moved back into the corridor somewhere.
Okay, yeah, so it's just Otto then, please.
That is a 5 on the dice, plus 11 for 16. I'm hoping that's enough.
Does not make it.
Ow! Poop.
Ugh.
You are now panicked. And
Oh, God.
when you get to your next turn, you are going to have to drop everything and run, including the monster. Put
Aww.
it down.
Drop it.
But I want to
Drop
eat
it.
it.
Bad dog. Okay. As that happens, you have it pinned. It's going to try and make an attempt to escape because you still have it pinned until your turn. So it's going to make a grapple, an opposed grapple to try and get out of that. It's an 11 plus a 12 for 23, so I don't think it's going to get very far.
No, 5 plus 22, that is 27.
Yeah. Okay. So that is that for that one. However, you still have 2 zombies on you, and those zombies are going to 11, 10, 13, and 12.
Those will miss, thankfully.
Yeah. No, they are trying to batter at you, but your scaly body is just too tough, and they're really not making an impact at all as they attempt to kind of batter you. And we're back at the top of the round, Alora.
Right, Alora, he's still engaged with these foes, isn't he, Otto?
Yeah, for the moment.
Yeah, so she'd already prepped a sound lance, which was incidentally supposed to be directing itself to the green blob. I don't think I actually said that, but that's where it was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
So that will trigger the minute he becomes free. The other thing I would point out is that when I did one of my previous spells, the lightning bolt, I had said that I was maximising it, and then I didn't.
Yeah.
So I've still got my maximise because I should have just taken the maximum on the dice, and I didn't.
Okay.
Got very excited with that. So she's got a sound lance prepped, which is not a concentration spell. He's still engaged with these.
Yeah.
Can I see Ogvar anywhere behind me?
I mean, if you turn around, you can probably see his shadow as he just starts kind of rounding the corner.
Right. How far away would I have to? Would I be able to back up far enough to see him?
Yes, I mean you can walk back towards him. Yeah.
Would I make it back as far as reaching him?
Yeah, I mean he's only like 10 foot away.
Oh, right, sorry, okay, I thought he was further back. Okay, Alora will back up to be next to Ogvar, and she's going to touch his shoulder, and she will cast resistance on him. I'm guessing he's not going to try and resist that.
You know that you'll lose your ready spell then, right?
Shouldn't do, because it's already ready,
No, it's a
isn't
standard
it?
action.
It's not. Oh, okay. In that case, no. Sorry, I was thinking I could still just hold that one. I thought you could just hold it.
That'd be amazing.
I thought you could hold the charge on it.
No, because you're
But-
not holding the
okay.
charge, you're readying an action. It's very different.
All right, okay, fine. In that case, she will stay where she is for the time being, and she'll hiss over her shoulder and say to Ogvar, "Where have you been? Where did you go? Come on, quick! Otto needs help." And that's her done.
Okay.
Don't think she could do anything else at this point. I don't think she can anyway. No, that would probably be... bear with. Hang on. No, I think that would be it for now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Okay. Ogvar, you're up.
Yeah. While hearing that, he says, I just went to go see Keith, but I'm back in the room as he pops round the corner. and
No time for socialising.
and he will hopefully be able to get a clear sight and shoot at the blob.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. We will go for a 15 plus a 15 for a 30.
We'll definitely hit,
Nice.
yes. Nice.
And I don't suppose this is human and dead or a construct, is it?
No.
Okay. No extra damage. And we'll go for 4, 8, 9, 14, 15, 16 points of damage, please.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Brave.
And you are
I did not
using
want to shoot
your
into combat.
ring bow, was it?
Yes.
And what are the effects of the ring bow? Is it
It basically just makes a normal bow appear in my hand.
Oh, of course it does. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So you notch an arrow as you come round the corner. You pull back and you release into the writhing mass on the floor, which is a strange entanglement of both Otto and the ooze-like creature. As you release and you do so, the arrow whistles through the air, sinking neatly through the coils of Otto's form, and landing in the forehead of the skull that this creature was using as essentially a face, basically. Your arrow buries into the glabella, the bit straight between the eyebrows, and with a crack splits the skull in half.
Alas, poor Yorick.
As the ooze almost turns translucent, a bit like when you kill a squid and it goes white, it is almost a flash of colour leaching from its body as it falls limp and begins to dissolve on the floor. Otto is where he's kind of curling up as much as he can. He still has hold of the bones and various bits of gore and grime that were inside of this creature, but he is no longer grappling it. And the two zombies which have been shambling around the room, you see the kind of neon yellow lime orange colour leach from their bodies, again fading away before they shudder to a stop and topple over.
What happens to my sound lance? People are still tangled though, aren't they? So nothing happens with that.
Well, there's no target for it.
There isn't. I'd argue Otto's probably still panicked, and giving the cat comparison I gave before, would probably flee back down the corridor, forcing his way past the other two, with the remains of this thing still tangled up in a knot somewhere in the middle of his body, as he's trying to get away from the source of his fear.
Gosh.
Unfortunately, he can move a fair distance. Despite his size, he can move a total of 60 foot around if he doubles. So it might be a slightly bruising action as he slides past you.
Yeah, I think that's fairly appropriate. Can you roll me a d10, please? Well, 2d10, please, Otto. One for each as you push past Ogvar and Laura.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's an 8 for Ogvar, 2 for Laura.
Okay, you take that many points of bludgeoning damage as you are battered into the sides of the cave with by Otto's body.
Oh, what the hell? What is your problem? Ow!
Oh, say hello to cave for me when you get there.
Don't think you've ever heard a snake scream before, but you are now.
What does the snake screaming sound like?
Well, that's about as much as you're going to get from me.
Can I drop a readied action if it's a spell?
Yeah, I mean, it just
Can I
there's no
dispel it
trigger
in the
for
same
it, so
way?
it doesn't go off.
Okay, all right then.
So you don't have the
Okay.
spell prepared. So it's probably a good question, Vic. You don't have the spell prepared and ready to go, do you? You haven't spent it, and you're not holding it. You are basically going to cast it at the point, isn't? Is that the correct interpretation?
No, it hasn't triggered, so therefore it hasn't used the slot, I would argue. But I can can I dispel that one?
I'm actually just checking for you to see if there's any special rules
I
in this.
don't think I can dispel that one. It's not a dispellable spell.
No, okay, so there's nothing on there that you can... Yeah, in other editions you potentially lose your spell, but in this case, no, you don't seem to lose it.
So it'll just dissipate because it doesn't go off.
You haven't cast
Okay,
it. You basically
that's
got
You
ready
haven't
to
cast it.
cast it and didn't.
fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
So
Okay.
you're not holding it. You're not. You haven't half cast it. And you're holding it. You are.
No.
You were
Okay.
literally just with your hands prepared, the words on your lips, kind of affair.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I'm not bloody okay. Ran away from a slime. Embarrassing.
Ooh, it
Well, I'm still in the room.
happens to the best
What
of
can I
us.
see in the room in front of me?
You're biased.
So, what can I? What's the vision in the room for Elora at the moment? Bearing in mind she's just stood just in the tunnel of the room, just.
Okay. So the vision of the room, you can see what appears to be a big pool of water now spreading throughout the room as the ooze is dissolving. You can see 2 humanoid corpses, one with an arrow through the knee, and Bob, you can see various bits of remains that have fallen out of Otto's balled up form as he's legged it, essentially. And to be honest, it's not giving you much of a clue about anything. You can see that clearly. Actually, you know what? Do you want to go ahead and make me a investigation check?
Okay. Investigation.
That would be challenging.
It'd be a search
Search
check. Yeah. Okay.
And in fact,
Oh, that's a natural 20. Natural 20 plus 1.
okay. So with that, I would say as you look around, you can see that obviously the creature is holding a fair number of body parts within itself. And as you look around, you do a bit of an inspection of the 2 more intact corpses. You do an inspection of all the bits which are currently sat in a puddle in the middle of the room. And you come to a conclusion that these two kind of more formed zombies were quite possibly villagers from the town. And there are clearly other remains, and you would say enough remains to make up maybe 5 people contained within the slime.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, she's just gonna poke around with it. Then she's gonna turn to Otto. Turn to Ogvar and walk up to Ogvar and say, "Well, okay, they look like dead villagers, and there's several more contained in the pile of sludge that's left behind. I mean, there's probably half a dozen people or so. I can't be too sure, but there's definitely 2. But here, this is yours. You seem to just throw it away." And she hands him back his very nice bow.
Well, thank you very much. This one got me out of a bit of a scrape, but I can't beat the old faithful, can you? And it just twists the ring, and the bow disappears, and he takes back ownership of his trusty bow.
Very nice.
Well, that's quite a naddy little item. I like that item.
Yes.
It's very good. Got you out of a tight spot.
Compliments of Lord Vero.
Yes, there was quite a bit of nice stuff, and that's definitely one of them. Where did the snake go? Where's Otto? Otto! Otto, where are you?
I don't think Otto would have made his... Yeah, I don't think Otto would have made all his way to Caith, so he might just slowly turn back on himself in a snake-like manner and rather sheepishly make his way back around the corner without saying very much.
Oh, it's a snake sheep. Oh, that's an interesting mix.
Yeah, fluffy.
Rather-
Sheepish snake.
Rather embarrassingly, Otto, in your panic, you have actually managed to tie a knot in yourself. You are now known as Notto.
Oh.
It's too good, I like it.
Ouch. Yeah, I might just
God.
spend a few minutes unpicking that.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Right. Well, Elora will just wait for everyone to regroup, I think. With shots being fired at the shamblers, battle was brought, and not for the first time this day. The slime, as it turned out, was most effective at putting the frighteners on both Ogvar and Otto, whilst Elora struggled as her wand failed to work. Eventually, fortunes turned to favour our heroes as the aggressors were eliminated, and a post-investigation revealed that the now extinct undead were, in fact, ex-village people. Well, that's it for another yard of the yarn. Why not join us next week for episode 185 as the tale turns dark. Very dark indeed. Hey, you made it this far, so lend us your ears for a moment longer if you will. Firstly, we are most humbled that you are enjoying our yarn, and the crew thank you from the bottom of their hearts for your patronage. Producing this podcast is incredibly hard work, and as such, if you would like to support us, there are a few ways in which you could really make a difference. Sharing links to friends and family helps to spread the word so others like you can find us, and in turn they too can enjoy the show. Equally helpful is leaving a 5-star review on Spotify and any other streaming services, which will help us immensely. Or, if you feel you could go that extra mile and contribute a few coppers to keep our creative juices flowing, you can hop on over to our Buy Me a Coffee page or drop us an email. We would all be immensely grateful for your support in any form. Lastly, we invite you to visit our website, where you will find information on our campaign From Backstories to Settings. Join our Facebook group or follow us on Twitter. All the links are in our episode bios. Don't forget to smash the subscribe and download buttons so you never miss the next episode. See you all again next week, folks.